Another thing that's really, really, really big is certain mirrors. Certain mirrors that's in a gym and even in clothing stores where it might be angled a certain way to make you look bigger. Like I know a lot of gyms, their mirrors, you can't really see it, but they're angled in a way to make you look more muscular, you know what I'm saying? Or even bigger. Honestly, I think it is to keep your membership going. Welcome to the Healing Spirit Podcast. We are not professionals, just everyday people trying to figure it out. I am your host, Shells, alongside my beautiful, lovely, and amazing girlfriend, business partner, and co-host, Erin Ari. How are you feeling today?
I am great. How are you?
I'm good. Maintaining. A little sore from yesterday's 4-mile walk. I haven't walked 4 miles in a long time. And it really put a strain on my body yesterday. How you feel?
Well, I've been sore since last week, but yesterday was supposed to be an active recovery day, and that felt like a whole workout.
For sure. I felt even crazier after than doing my real workout at the gym. But all in all, I'm good, feeling good.
Yeah.
Okay, this podcast is going to be about scales and why you probably shouldn't trust them.
Yeah. So when you're on your weight loss journey. And looking at the scale, why you just shouldn't focus on the scale.
Mentally, it can bog you down. It's just so many things that it could do, and inaccuracy that come with scales.
All right, I think you should go off of what you look like versus the actual scale, because being at the weight I'm in now, right, I can say, oh, I want to go back to high school weight. I've had times where it's oh, I wish I was high school weight again, or I want to be 130 or such and such, right? And first of all, even if I were to go back to high school weight, it'll look different. I have grown woman weight on me. I've always been curvy, but it's a different type of curve now.
Yeah, for sure.
For sure. And, weight just looks different on different people. I can't say, oh, this woman, oh, she's 150. I like how she looks. Oh, I'm about to be 150. You really just can't trust the scale.
Yeah. And that's why I always say, unless it's the scale that's at the doctors where it's just completely accurate, I feel like digital scales is probably our worst enemy when we working out and when we in the gym, because first of all, I feel like we obsess over it. It's a obsession. We can go to the gym and every single day after the gym we get on the scale. The next morning we get on the scale, not realizing that, oh, we had this much water this day, so we dealing with water weight. We ate this meal. There's so many different things that make your weight fluctuate in a short period of time where you just really can't trust a scale. I feel like you said, looking at yourself. Other ways is great ways to determine this, how your clothes fit. You know what I'm saying? If your clothes fitting tighter, you might want to go a little harder. And if it's fitting looser, you realize that the work that you're putting in is actually working.
Have you had times where you focused on a scale?
Yeah, 100%.
You have?
Yeah, I've obsessed over scales a lot early, especially when I first started working out. It was my main thing. It was my go-to. Yeah, I definitely did.
I remember being younger and always well, why do I weigh more than the other girls? I didn't look like I weighed more than the other girls. I just, and that's something that we can talk about too, muscle mass, bone, and all of that. Once I did gain weight after high school and oh, I got to get down and this and weighing myself every time I weighed up, woke up, every time I left the gym, all that. I've done that for sure. Oh, I gotta get to this number, and once I get to this number, it's it's on. Taking pictures.
Yeah. And another thing for me is the mental behind it. Getting on the scale and seeing that you put in. Say you haven't looked at the scale for 2 weeks. You put in mad work these last 2 weeks. You've been working out. You've been working your ass off. And then you look at the scale and it's oh, you lost 1 pound or you gained 3 pounds. And it's just oh, wait, what's going on? You know what I'm saying? It's such a mind. It plays tricks on your mind, and it can discourage people from workouts. It can stop people from wanting to work out at all. This ain't working. I'm just going to stop. You know what I'm saying? But not knowing, that's why it's good to really educate ourselves on understanding muscle mass. All right, we might be putting on muscle. We might not be burning fat as fast, but we putting on muscle that's making that, the weight fluctuate.
it could be real discouraging. Like, I remember, like, not wanting to go to the doctor because I'm like, they're going to tell me how much I weigh. Like, and I'm, like, mentally preparing myself, not drinking anything before I go to, not, like, using the bathroom and not eating before I go to the doctor. Like, I remember being real particular. Like, having those little tricks. Like, all right, the scale going to be, the lowest is going to be in the morning before I eat anything. You know what I mean?
Yeah, facts.
But what I've learned, and I haven't weighed myself in mad long. I haven't weighed myself in a few months, and that's not like me. So now I'm going off for, like, learning, just take pictures. Like, how your clothes fit, like, in your waist when you go to button your pants. Because, you know, it's going to take a little minute how your clothes fit in your thighs. Like, your thighs are just not going to get bigger. Magically, how your button fits, your sleeves on your arms, all those sorts of things. So but I think the biggest indication is pictures, for sure. Like, definitely. You can almost, if you're working hard in the gym and you're eating right, you're probably going to be able to see a change in your body weekly.
First and foremost, I want to thank you for listening to the Healing Spirit podcast. Whether you're watching on YouTube or listening on a podcast platform, it will help us greatly if you subscribe, like, or even leave a comment. It will help the algorithm push this to more people who could benefit from this content. My family and I have benefited greatly from my wildcrafted sea moss gels, and I'm proud to announce our new online store where you guys can shop and experience these same awesome benefits. This is the best sea moss gel on the market, and we offer fast shipping and even got local delivery. Sea moss improve blood sugar control, help lower cholesterol and reduce the risk of chronic disease like diabetes and heart disease, promotes weight loss, boosts immunity and dissolve mucus from the body, build muscle and aid in workout recovery, boosts libido, promotes healthy skin, along with a list of other benefits that I can't name here. Google's your friend. All links are below in the description. We love you guys and appreciate the support. Heal better, feel better.
Cheaper digital scales will probably give you an inaccuracy, 2-3 pounds off. Understand that, and understand that the way you set up your scale also could determine the accuracy of it. You need to be on a flat surface. Yes. You need to make sure that there's no pebbles or anything under it. You need to not have it on the carpet. Even cracks in the floor. Like if you're in the bathroom, if you have like over the towel, you want to make sure that it's placed flatly over each towel, not in between the cracks that towels have.
So you could do research on a few good scales. I know we got ours off Amazon, but it still tells you like every single thing. It'll tell you your body fat, your muscle mass. It'll tell you your bone mass. It'll tell you your water weight. It'll tell you protein, like every single thing. And I think that's real beneficial because instead of going off of how much you weigh, go off your body fat. If you go online and review how much your body fat is supposed to be in contrast to your BMI, you'll see there's a wide, it's so different. The BMI is just not accurate at all. Let me tell you what BMI is real quick.
We have a definition of BMI.
It's crazy. It's crazy. Yes. And I remember when I was younger, like I used to really focus on BMI. I'm like, oh, I got to get to this. I got to get to this. And when I got older, I'm like, wait. But when I did the research, I said, wow. So this is BMI, body mass index, which is based on the height and weight of a person, is an inaccurate measure of body fat content and does not take into account muscle mass, bone density, overall body composition, and racial and sex differences.
Yeah. I remember when I was coming up, this was younger, when I was younger, maybe about 10 years ago, and I really just started working out. Not just started working out, but I was really into working out. And I went to the doctor, and he told me that, like, for my height and everything, I'm supposed to be like 140 pounds. You know what I'm saying? And then, like, I was actively trying to get to 140 pounds. I got to 170 pounds. I'm like, hold on, wait. I'm thin as hell. You know what I'm saying?
A doctor told you?
Yeah, he told me I'm supposed to be 140 pounds.
Yeah, you see, like, that's crazy. Like, if I get to, like, the weight that BMI tells me, like, I'ma look nuts. Like, no doubt about it. Because, like, I done worked out and like got down to a certain weight, and I look kind of sick.
Yeah, at the end of the day, it's a guesstimate coming from somebody that was from a whole different time period. Like, things that just changed now.
Yes.
And yeah, it's just inaccurate. So please do not go by like the BMI.
Yeah, just go by your body fat. You get a scale and look at like every single thing that they have on there, everything, and like including like your muscle mass. When I was younger, you remember the saying like big bone, right?
Yeah.
And when I was younger, I used to be like, well, what the hell is big bone? Like, my bones are bigger?
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
So, not me per se, but just people they were saying big bone.
Yeah.
But then, now, I'm doing research, and I'm like, oh, no, bones way different amount. Like, the density is different. So, there is an actual science to that. So even like when I said like I've weighed more, and it's like once I got the scale, I said, oh, okay. Like I'm weighing more. Like my muscle mass is like really, not my muscle, my bones are, they weigh more. My muscle mass, I've always been muscular.
Yeah, for sure. Definitely. Another thing that's really, really, really big is certain mirrors. Certain mirrors that's in a gym and even in clothing stores where it might be angled a certain way to make you look bigger. Like I know a lot of gyms, their mirrors, you can't really see it, but they're angled in a way to make you look more muscular, you know what I'm saying? Or even bigger. Honestly, I think it is to keep your membership going, you know what I'm saying? Because a lot of people might reach their goal weight and be like, okay, I'm done. But if we got mirrors in here that make you look a tad bigger, you know what I'm saying? Like you're going to keep going at it. And it's the complete opposite in like clothing stores, because they want to sell product. They have mirrors that make you look thinner. And like in those mirrors you put on a shirt and you're like, oh damn, I look good in this shirt. There are like tricks in these mirrors and the way these mirrors is set up. They're angled, or you know, some mirrors have an indent. The mirrors at the gym are like kind of like car mirrors, like, you know, like your side view mirrors where objects appear closer, so it just make you look wider.
Okay.
So yeah, you gotta be aware of that. The name of the mirrors are convex mirrors, and the other one is concave mirrors. Y'all can like actually Google those and look those up and fact check everything I'm saying. Also, another thing is like this: pay attention to like with your family members and like people that you see in the street that you haven't seen in a while. Like compliments is really, really a way that you can see like, okay, damn, I haven't seen this person in like 3 weeks, but when I bump into him, it's like, oh damn, you lost weight, bro. Or you know what I'm saying? Like this stuff like that. The other day, I don't have the bracelet on now, but it's a bracelet that I haven't worn in about a year, and I put it on and it's hanging off my damn wrist, like on my hand. And in that moment I realized like, damn, I lost a lot of weight. So just little things like that, and compliments,
and be careful with your family and friends too, because you know what they'll also tell you?
That you're losing too much weight.
Exactly.
Yeah. It's mainly a lot of how you lose the weight too. You know what I'm saying? Yeah,
that's true. Like because now, back in the day, it was always like just do cardio, run, and now it's like everybody is talking about weight training and doing HIIT cardio. So it's a different, people are losing weight differently. And you got to also, like, when you're losing weight, think about that, because you're going to, if you're just focusing on cardio, you're going to look a lot different than if you're doing weight training. And weight training it does take longer.
Yeah, for sure.
If you're doing cardio, you're going to be like, just do a whole bunch of cardio, you're probably going to be like skinny fat.
Yeah.
And do weight training, like you're going to be like toned, and it just does take a bit longer.
Yeah. And if you absolutely have to know your accurate weight and you want to know it, like I said earlier, like just go to your doctor. Those scales that the doctors have are like tested and approved by the government to be like, you know, accurate. Also, I believe the ones in the gym too. The gym have the same type of system. So if you really got to know and want to be accurate with it, like just go to your gym or go to the doctors.
Yeah. So like, does weight mean anything to you anymore?
It really don't. And I believe like over time, the exercise that I do kind of like changed my body composition. So it's like I got a whole different body composition now. So before, when I was over 200 pounds, I looked big. You know what I'm saying? I look bigger. Like I look like
fat.
No, I didn't look fat.
No,
but I just look bigger. You know what I'm saying? But now,
I'm not saying that you look fat. I'm saying like
no. I just look bigger. But now that I'm over 200 pounds, is like I kind of look how I looked when I was 180 5 years ago. So it's like I don't know exactly what's happening, if my shoulders broadened out or like whatever happened in my body to change that. But yeah, that's just how it is now.
That's crazy that you use the term, your body composition, because that's exactly what it is. When you do weight training and you're like losing weight, it's literally called body recomposition. So yeah.
Yep. How about your weight? Do weight mean anything to you? Like the number that you see on the scale, do it even matter?
I cannot lie and say that the weight doesn't mean anything to me, because like, first of all, if I'm looking good, like I'm looking good, that's one thing. Like I'm not gonna deny the fact that I'm looking good. But like nobody wants to see like a
crazy number.
Yeah, you just don't. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like I think that it's so embedded in us. It's like, especially with women, like why you can't access our weight. Like I've never been one, even when I was in high school, like willy nilly with my, how much do you weigh? Oh, I weigh this much. Like, I just never been that type of person. I think that's a woman thing, but it's just so embedded. I think along the journey that I'm on, I'll probably get more comfortable with it, but I don't think I'll ever just be like comfortable with, just disclosing how much I actually weigh. Do you think that is something with like if your woman weighs more than you as a guy, like that just don't mean nothing?
No, I don't think that's a thing at all.
No?
Hell no.
No, because like, so Kevin Samuels, remember him, right? He used to be like, oh, you women are 180 pounds, you weigh more than a man. Like I think that was a thing, like man weighing more than woman. And now like women being not all women, of course, but women being more voluptuous. Yeah,
I just think that's kind of like evolution. I think women are just built different now. I think back in the day, a lot of things Kevin Samuels was saying was based on like a 50s theory.
Like this guy who created the BMI.
Yeah, it's just an old school way of thinking. I think women are built different now. And a lot of women have hips and big chests, and men don't have those things. So of course women are going to weigh more than men a lot of the times. Yeah. So
I don't know. I'll overcome it eventually, but I think I'm gonna just go off of how I look. But I know it's a thing with me still, because I won't step on the scale. It's not like I don't care. I'm doing it just because I don't want to be discouraged. Like I look in the mirror all day long, but that scale probably supersedes confidence for me at this point.
Yeah, and that's the way to be honest. Let's give it up for some honesty. All right, I think we covered it all on the scale. All right, this is the Healing Spirit Podcast. I am your host, Shells, alongside my beautiful, lovely, and amazing co-host, Aaron Ari. We are out.
Peace.